It's no secret that there's a huge mental health pandemic happening currently, with the virus COVID-19 bringing an immense amount of stress into people's lives. Layoffs are happening everywhere, family members are getting sick, the economy is crashing, and constant quarantines are getting rid of most of our meaningful social interactions. Because of all these factors, there's been a massive rise in mental health problems. Our already rising suicide rate is being heavily affected by COVID, with reports saying there has been a 13% rise in suicides in places such as Cook County since COVID-19 was declared a pandemic this March. Places like Fresno, California have also experienced a massive spike in suicides, with a 70% increase when compared to last year's data. The rest of the US is also following this trend, and there needs to be something done about it. Before the video starts, I just wanted to let you guys know you're all loved. As cliche as it sounds, someone will always be there for you. There are many resources available for you to seek help, and it's never too late to do so. It may be a long and tough journey, but it's 100% possible for you to get your happiness back again. Also, if any of you guys have some spare cash you're willing to spend, I would ask that you donate $1 or $2 to go to a GoFundMe for Apollo Legends family. Every little bit helps. Last night, the YouTuber known as Apollo Legend released this video. This video's purpose was to act as his suicide note. In the video, he goes over why he's planning on ending his life, explaining that the reason for his decision was because his scoliosis was getting so bad to the point that he would end up permanently hospitalized. He said he tried everything he could to fix his depression, but nothing managed to work. Apollo also mentions how the fault of his death is not in the hands of the people who have been making excessive videos on him, but that they definitely didn't help his situation. When the video was released, there was a massive response from the YouTube community, with creators all pleading for Apollo to change his mind. Sadly, all of this effort was futile, as a couple hours after the video's release, Apollo Legend was found deceased when his local police department made entry on his residence. Once this news broke, the community was in shambles, with many creators paying their sorrowful respects. I'm going to briefly go over the excessive amount of videos made on Apollo, as I think it's important to not make the same mistakes in the future. Before I go over these videos, I want to make it perfectly clear that these videos are not the reason he took his life, but rather one of the many small factors that contributed to it. YouTuber Dark Viper AU heavily criticized Apollo for some of the shady things he's done. This criticism in itself is completely fine, as no one should be above scrutiny for their mistakes. The problem comes in when you look at just how many videos he was making on Apollo, with a total of 7 videos all just going in on him. With titles such as Apollo Legend is scum, it's pretty apparent why these videos would hurt an already depressed person's morale. These videos sent a lot of hate towards Apollo, as at one point it seemed the whole speedrunning community was hating on him. Some of the hate was honestly justified, but there was also some blatantly false claims made against him. For instance, the claim that he scammed his fans out of donation money is completely false. As of now, Dark Viper has unlisted all of his videos on Apollo and released a response to the situation that I will link in the description. The next point I want to address is some of the disgusting comments I saw when the whole event was unfolding. These comments are the main reason I'm even making this video, as I found them so deplorable. Comments like this show how some people completely lack any form of empathy and how disgusting people can be. Another thing I want to address are the many comments blaming the death of Apollo solely on his critics. Comments like this are very manipulative and completely irresponsible, as all these comments do is bring more pain to the people involved without accomplishing anything else. The worst comments of them all, in my opinion, were the ones like this. People need to realize that these comments are just cringy as fuck, and that they need to grow up out of their edgy middle school phase. The final point I want to go over is how some members of the community decided to turn this situation into just another way to start useless drama, with Keemstar writing this tweet going in on Tipster for misreporting Apollo's death. While Tipster was in the wrong here as he was putting out false information, I think Keem could have given him a little more slack, as Tipster just found out he may have lost one of his very good friends. Keemstar then went on to start more pointless drama with the YouTuber Augie RFC. I'm really disappointed that even in times like this, these YouTubers couldn't stop arguing. Possible solution to the problem of mental health is raising awareness for the issue, so I urge you to make your own content on the problem or share things addressing it. In the description, there will be many videos addressing the topic, so I highly recommend you watch or share them. I really hope the community can come together and address the issue of mental health to possibly prevent something like this happening in the future. I want to end the video by encouraging you all to check up on your friends and family and to make sure they're all doing okay. As always, it's been Willie, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.